Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about K pop Demon Hunters. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. So, K pop Demon Hunters. You may have heard of it. Maybe. But yeah, as you know, it's a Netflix movie from Sony Pictures Animation. And look, I'm gonna be honest. Before this movie came out, I didn't think much of it. I saw like I saw some of it via ads, and I was like, this looks all right. But I felt like it was gonna be one of those movies that's like popular for like 2 weeks and then just fades away after that. That's what I thought would happen. But I was very wrong. Insanely wrong. Because this movie became a goddamn phenomenon. Like after it debuted on Netflix, it just grew and grew and grew in popularity in a way that is rare for any movie. Like it was insane. Like it just like that the train of momentum, it just kept going and it refused to stop, even like months after the movie came out. Like that's not normal. And it reached a point where Netflix, I guess because of how successful it was, because it very quickly became their biggest movie ever in terms of like watch hours. They decided, you know what, let's do something a little different. Let's put this in theaters. Let's make it a special little event. So in late August, that's what they did. They put this in theaters for 2 whole days. And they're just like, well, let's see what happens, and it ended up being number one at the box office. Yeah, number one. Only 2 days in theaters. Not even that many theaters to begin with, but demand was like insanely high for it, apparently, in terms of like ticket sales. And I remember like seeing like shit like this shit sell out, like damn near sell out like real fast. I was like, damn, okay, this movie is clearly the real deal. But yeah, it was number one at the box office. The first time Netflix has been able to do that. The last time, well, they've technically released their movies in theaters before, but a lot of those are like limited releases. We're talking like not even like a wide release. But the last time they really did something like this was with Glass Onion. But even then, that wasn't number one at the box office. But this was. And you just look at these numbers and just everything surrounding the movie, just like, wow, holy shit. So, but that's not even like all of it. But that just, it's box office triumph 2 months ago. I will label that as a very easy pro. But there's also other pros I can mention, the success of the soundtrack, the critical acclaim. Like this movie's been praised by the masses, embraced by the masses. 95% critic score, 99% audience score. Like those are ideal numbers right there. Like that's what you should be striving for. And the movie's gained an insane fandom, a massive fandom. Not to mention, since we're, Halloween weekend, costumes for this movie, that shit sold out so quick. It became like a hot, commodity. Like people, you know, were just like, damn, we need these costumes and we need them now. So, yeah, just everything surrounding the movie is a massive pro. And this basically became Netflix's Frozen in a way, where it became like this movie that initially you're like, okay, whatever, then it suddenly becomes this massive thing that everyone talks about, that everyone raves about. But I feel like, although with Frozen, that kind of got overexposed. I don't think K-pop Demon Hunters has reached that point yet. It might eventually, but right now this movie is beloved by pretty much everybody. I don't know if there's anyone who really dislikes it. So yeah, just everything surrounding the movie, reviews, audience reaction, the fandom, the soundtrack, the box office success, the viewing numbers, all of that, massive pro. Another pro is that, you know, I guess for anyone who missed out on its limited release in August, this is your chance to watch it again. Or maybe just watch it. If you did watch it in August, you could watch it once again on the big screen, probably like with a friend group or whatnot. So, yeah. So, for anyone who missed out in August, like this is your chance to watch on the big screen again. So, I label that as a pro. But there's also a con part to that, which I'll mention right now. Is the fact that demand for it the second time will be nowhere near as big as the first time. Because the first time you're just like, holy shit, it's on the big screen. But if you do it like again, you're just like, okay, cool, it's on the big screen again. Like that excitement just isn't there the second time around. So that's kind of the con argument of that. But in terms of like other cons, Halloween, it sucks for the box office, especially when it's on a weekend. Like this year being on a Friday, not good. Obviously, a whole week, a whole day, basically gets like cut from the weekend because nobody goes to the movies on Halloween night because people are busy trick or treating and going to parties and whatnot. So yeah, so really it's all about tomorrow. It's all about November 1st. But it didn't help that the box office as a whole it's just pitiful. It's been pitiful all month. So it's not gonna help that much. So yeah, just the sad state of the box office. I'll label that as a con. And yeah, that's it. So opening weekend, or I guess second weekend. This is weird. Okay, so this is not going to hit that 19 million again. That's very much not going to happen. From what I've seen from early numbers, they're saying it'll hit like 5 million, which I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go with that. $5 million. And that's it because it's only in theaters for like another 3 days. So, yeah, $5 million. So its total would probably be like 24 million between its two releases. And considering how Netflix is going to be releasing the Stranger Things finale in theaters, and considering the fact, despite the fact of being like, oh no, this whole theater thing, it's just like, it's, don't expect anything crazy from it, like it's all about the streaming. I don't know. I feel like Netflix, maybe they could, not with all their movies and shows, obviously, but with a select few, you can make them like theatrical events if you want. It gets some free money and free publicity, right? Just like with K-pop Demon Hunters, you got to be number one at the box office. So I don't know why you wouldn't want that. I mean, it would be like nice to have, right? But I don't know. I'm not in charge of Netflix, so what do I know? But yeah, that's K-pop Demon Hunters. So yeah, I finally got to talk about it. I didn't talk about it in August because I thought it was just gonna be a one. I didn't feel like there was any point to it. But then I saw its numbers. I'm just like, well, shoot, that was a missed opportunity. So that's glad I'm doing it now. So we got two more movies: Stitch Head and Violent Ends, and that's really it. That's it for the weekend. Thank God. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year or the past few years. You want to watch any of them, go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. My October recap will come out 2 weeks time, so stay tuned for that. If you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. It's also the canceled series where I went over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Well, actually, okay, well, I never talked about K-pop Demon Hunters, but I did mention K-pop Demon Hunters in my August recap video. So you want to see my thoughts on it there, you can go right ahead. But when it comes to the canceled series, never talked about it. But there's 250 episodes of that, so if you want to binge watch that whole series from beginning to end, I highly suggest you do that, so go do it. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.